Yep. It is so great to see so many of you new Democrats here, and I welcome my fellow candidates from across London and the neighboring areas such as Oxford and Lambton County. My name is Dirka Prout, and I'm the NDP candidate for London Centre. We are gathered today in the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lunenapek, and Attawandaron. We acknowledge all the treaties that are specific to this area, including the Turo Wampum, and this land continues to be home to Indigenous peoples, First Nations, Métis, and Inuit, whom we recognize as contemporary stewards of the land and vital contributors to society. Thank you for coming out tonight. It is so powerful to see people here that care about other people, about the planet and the communities in which we live in. So thank you for coming. I invite you to listen now to my colleague from London West, Shinade Allder.
Thank you, Dirka. And oh my gosh, look at this crowd. This is fantastic. All right, so my name is Shinade Allder. I am the NDP candidate for London West. Woo! Yeah. We are here today to talk about the conversations that New Democrats have been having with Canadians across the country. Many Canadians were already struggling to make ends meet and are now worried that Donald Trump's escalating trade war is making things even harder. We're here to tell you that New Democrats are in it for you. We are fighting to make life better. We're fighting for better health care. We're fighting for homes that you can truly afford. And we're fighting to force big grocery companies to lower their prices. So without further ado, I'm very proud to welcome someone who is no stranger to fighting for people. Someone who has been fighting bullies his whole life. Please join me in welcoming our leader and my friend, Jagmeet Singh.
The sun now raising up, and the cloud now waking up. The atmosphere has vibes, and I can't break it up. The girl never mind non-stop. We are the juice that in my cup. We are the party all night. 24 parties we hit in a room. Tonight on the very last show. Before we ever on the road, the girl never release the load. So let me see your hands up, so everybody know put your hands up, so if you're ready for the road, let your friend them know.
Thank you, London. Wow, the energy in London. Appreciate you so much. Give it up for Shinade. What an honor to be here. You're amazing. This is the last stretch of this campaign. And so we got to get a couple of things straight. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. I know a lot of people are wondering about strategic voting. I get it. You're worried about Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives. We are too. We don't want them in. Here's the good news. Pierre is not winning this thing. He is not winning this election. He's not winning. Let me be real with you. He is not winning. But Mark Carney has promised $28 billion in cuts. He has told us where he's going to cut. He said the operating budget. He said it's healthcare, it's services, it's transfers. In a time of uncertainty, in a time where we've got a lot of stuff going on, trade war, Donald Trump, uncertainty, high cost of living, do you think it's the right time to cut healthcare? No. Wait a second, is it ever the right time to cut healthcare? No. So if Mark Carney has all the power, Liberals are going to do what Liberals always do. Ignore people, cut the services you need, and if the Conservatives are the only ones in opposition, then you're going to have the worst of Carney and the worst of Conservatives. So we've got a very important job to let people know. If you believe in defending public, universal health care, if you believe that everybody in this country should have a decent place to live, afford their groceries, then vote NDP. Send New Democrats to Ottawa. And here's the reason why. We've shown you that everything that we're proud of as Canadians, every single thing, when you ask someone, why are you proud to be a Canadian? Why do we never want to be the 51st state? People say, well, because of our health care. That's one of the first things people will say. You know what? If we get sick, we go to the doctor, we go to the hospital, get treated. In the States, you get sick, you go bankrupt. We don't want that here. But how do we get health care? Well, because people like you all voted for New Democrats like Tommy Douglas, and he went to Ottawa and forced the government to bring in universal public health care for all. In fact, pensions, old age security, employment insurance, each one of these things happened when New Democrats had power and forced the government to deliver. And most recently, because you gave us the power, because you used your vote and sent Lindsay Matheson and 24 of us to Ottawa, we fought for and expanded health care for the first time in a generation with dental care. Millions of people in our country have been able to see a dentist because you voted for us, because you gave us that power. And you know, it's hard to imagine a million, millions, almost 2 million people have received dental care. It's hard to imagine what that means. So let me tell you a story about a person in particular to let you know what this means to be able to get dental care. Let me tell you the story of Sue. Sue is a senior. She's living on a fixed income. She's worked her whole life. I met her in Ottawa. She got her dental care card in the mail, and we were asking people if we could hear their feedback. How's it working? She said, you know what? Come with me to the dentist. I was a little nervous. She was a little nervous too, I think. And so we were there together at the dentist's office. And I remember being in the office with her, and she told her story to the dentist and the denturist. And she said, I'm a senior, I'm living on a fixed income, and I'm a cancer survivor. She beat cancer. But in beating cancer, the treatment meant she lost her teeth. And she was in a rough way, and she felt pretty embarrassed by her teeth. She had almost no teeth left. And she had this picture with her that she pulled out. The picture was her with a smile. And she had this beautiful smile. And she said to the dentist and the denturist, I just want my smile back. And the dentist looked at the denturist, and they looked at her, and they said, we're going to get you it back. It's going to be covered with this program. And I was with her when she broke down in tears of joy and said, you're going to give me back my dignity. You're going to give me back my smile. Imagine 2 million people like Sue That's what we did for Canadians. That's what we delivered for people. When we have power, we use it for people. When we have power, we deliver for people. I'll tell you one more story. There is one of the first meetings I did when I first became leader. It was back when the center block was still open. Now it's shut down for like 15 years. So we're at the center block, and I was a meeting with a young boy, 10-year-old, and his dad. And he came into my office, sat down, we had a chat, and he was telling me about his disease. He's type 1 diabetic. So it means he was born with diabetes. And he was telling me how he's got to do blood tests and injections and watch his blood levels, and if he doesn't, he might die. I'm like, wow, 10-year-old kid just casually talking about that he might die. I'm like, what's that like for you? He said, oh, I'm fine. I got this. But there's one thing I'm worried about. I'm like, what is it? He said, I'm worried about how much my medication costs my parents. 10-year-old kid was worried about being a burden. I'm like, listen, I'm going to fight like hell. I probably didn't say hell because he's a little kid. I'm going to fight as hard as I can to make sure you don't feel like a burden anymore. And then he left the office, and I thought, I'm going to fight, but I don't know if I can deliver that. It's a huge thing. Promise made, promise delivered. We have 3 provinces. One more time. We have 3 provinces where we have signed an agreement where everyone in BC, Manitoba, and PEI will get free diabetes medication and devices because of New Democrats. Now, we know there's a lot more that needs to be done. We know that people need help with their rent, so if you want to see national rent control to protect renters, vote NDP. We know people are hurting with the cost of groceries. So if you want to see a price cap on food essentials to bring down food and take on the corporate grocery store giants, vote NDP. If you want to see our healthcare not just defended, but we invest in hiring more family doctors, more nurses, more frontline healthcare workers, so everyone in our country has access to a primary care provider, vote NDP. NDP. So my friends, we know that Ottawa works best when one party doesn't have all the power. More specifically, Ottawa works best throughout our history, recent and past. Ottawa works best when there are strong New Democrats fighting for everyday people in Ottawa. So don't let people tell you we got to shut up and be quiet and sit this one out. We got to be tall and strong and defiant and let people know that the progressive choice in ridings across this country are New Democrats, not Liberals. It's New Democrats who can be conservatives in so many ridings. So get out there and knock on those doors. Make those phone calls. Find every single vote we can, and let's win in this election for people, for the working class, for the middle class. Use your power and vote with your heart, vote with your values, vote for who you believe in, and you believe that New Democrats are the ones that are going to fight for you and defend what matters most to you and your family. So are you ready to get out there and fight? Are you ready to fight for people? Are you ready to take on the powerful and lift up everyday folks? Let's get out there and do it. Let's do it. Yes. Thank you. Merci tout le monde. All right, we're going to jump together when the chorus hits. We're jumping because we're ready to fight. We're ready for this election. We're ready for E-Day. We're ready to elect Shinade. We're ready to elect Lindsay. We're ready to elect Dirka. We're ready to elect these amazing candidates. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, when the chorus hits, we're going to jump together. Are you ready to jump? Okay, warm up. Get ready. Here we go. Get ready. Get ready. We ready. We ready. You ready? Okay, let's get ready. We're gonna jump in here. All right, warm up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We ready. 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 We ready.